Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is part 2 of the warmings of all the Bring Back My bars for January of 2024. I had the other 11 here, which are mostly spring, summer type scents, and I have a lot of interesting things to report to you, so let's just dive right on in. First off, I'm going to give you the ones that I liked the least and work towards the ones that I like the most, and there's one I might even consider clubbing, and then I'll tell you just as a list the ones out of the whole 25 that I think are really exceptional that I'm considering clubbing myself. So first off, I have this scent called Awakening. This is a very interesting scent. The notes, I was really hoping I would love this. It's got, I think, peach and pineapple and amber and vanilla. But when I put this in the warmer, I put it in my basement to isolate it, it got very sharp. And I don't know if that is the pineapple playing badly against the amber and the vanilla, but I really didn't care for this that much. I can use it up to in a space to kind of freshen things, but it's not something where I would purposely want to smell this scent again, unfortunately. I don't know. So if you are a fan of Awakening, please let me know why it is that this is something that you really love, because to me it was honestly rather unappealing. Scent throw and strength is probably about a medium, maybe a little bit stronger. And I think the duration's pretty good for something that's kind of a fruity, floral, musky blend, but just not my thing. Now the next one, where I was holding out hope that I would like this, because I like most scents that have currant, was Disney's Buzz Lightyear. Oh guys, I really didn't think I would dislike this one this much. It's really strong, I'll give you that, but it's got the black currant, and I think it's got orange, and people say there's grape in here, there's raspberry, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, but it came across very sharp and kind of bitter to me. It wasn't really fizzy in a happy way, and it didn't have any sweetness, and so, again, like the Awakening, I guess I'll use this in a space where I want to freshen something up, and then I'll get rid of it, because that is not one that's appealing to me, and I know that that is also very popular, but I just didn't care for either of those. Now the next one I don't love this, but I have to say this pour is better than what I remember back in the day, and that is Twilight. The reason that I don't care for this is because to me it is an overdone scent. I don't know how to describe it other than that it is just too much of pretty much everything that's in here. And back in the day, when I had this, all I got was the rose, and I wonder if that's because it had been in an old bar sitting for a long time, and it had lost some of the top notes. The top notes are more like a heavy, sultry sea air, and then it's got all these other florals, and it does not come across to me as much red rose as my past bar did, but I still don't love it because it is so heavy. It's almost cloying. Although you would think with the sea spray and the light florals and all this that it would be a light, happy scent, it's just, I don't know. It just reminds me, as I said initially with my cold sniffs, of a bouquet of really quintessentially hothouse red roses, the ones that don't smell much, in a gigantic blingy rhinestone vase. I can't stand it, and it's just, I don't know, not my thing. So anyway, if you love this, those are the 3 that I'm going to be the most harsh on because I just don't care for them at all, and I'm good now. So the next one is Twitterpated. Now, do I like this scent? Yes, I do. It's happy. It's springtime. I know this has lemon, it's got moss, it's got woody notes. It is good. It's just not real great in my home, but I do see why people love this one, whereas those other 3, I'm not sure. This has such a unique, happy quality, and it definitely goes with the Bambi theme. It's called Twitterpated. It's good, it's a very good performer, and it is popular. This is one where I would kind of like this probably in cleaning products, actually. They're probably never going to do that, but this would make a really good spring cleaning scent. And I don't mind it. It's just not super appealing in my house. I bet it would smell better at my mom's, but she can't do super strong, and this is very strong. So this is strong and long-lasting. It's a good performer, and it's a good scent, and many people love it. And now we're going to get into the ones where I liked them a little bit more than those first 4. So your Strawberry Sweetie, not as bad as I thought it would be. It's a very artificial sweet candy strawberry. It'd be great for Valentine's Day. It does get, as I melt it, more artificial, and it loses that pretty candy quality. So is this one where I'm going to rush out and get more? No. Also in my cold sniffs, I said I prefer sugared strawberry, which to me is a better version of this, and I will still stand by that. But this one I will probably save for right around Valentine's Day. And if it gets too candy sweet, I might throw some vanilla in to kind of calm it down. But this bar's not bad. I can see why people enjoy it, and I can see why this would be a favorite. Now, the next one I was really hoping to love. And being me, I'll probably get another bar because I don't want to ever pass up any coconut scent. But Crazy Coconut, it's just like waxy kids coconut. And I've heard that from some of my closest cohorts in Scentsy but I was really hoping this was going to be that beautiful, fresh, like really authentic coconut scent I had been waiting for years. All right, we're going to try this again. So this Crazy Coconut bar, it has something in it that isn't what I was hoping for, but I will definitely buy one more at least and try it again because coconut palm did grow on me over time. But there's just this hope that I'm holding out for in Scentsy with a really sweet, creamy, almost bakery coconut that I have never smelled. So next I have one where it's starting to get into the ones that I truly liked. And this is Bananas. I'm shocked that I liked this. It's very light. It reminds me a lot of Havana Cabana, but take out some of the other notes like the pineapple and the berries. This is really happy. It is the best fake banana scent I've probably had from Scentsy. So it's banana and coconut, and I might get more of this. It is light. It does have a banana taffy kind of a smell, but it's pleasant. It's happy. I would definitely melt that late spring, early summer, and it was really good. So then we've got a couple of scents that are more on the floral side. So the Lana Sara was a very special scent for someone in the Scentsy world. I believe it's a consultant, a lady who had lost a child where this scent connects her to that memory. This is beautiful though. So whether or not it's special for one person, I'm glad that we have it back as a group to try. It is so light. I know it's got honeysuckle, it's got patchouli, has some other things. So it's not anything really more than a bedroom scent, but I put 2 cubes of this in my older daughter's room and left the door open for a while, and then I went and shut the door. And I went in to check that right before I started to film. The patchouli in here comes out just a tiny bit. Like, you can't tell it's patchouli. It's just a base note that gives something so light and floaty a bit of strength. I really like this. I will probably get more. It is definitely a bedroom scent. Very subtle. Reminds me a lot of Sweet Amber and Freesia, but this has more personality, and it's really, really lovely. It seems like back in the day, Scentsy did a lot of different versions of these very light pink, very ethereal bars that are good for a bedroom. So there's that. Then there is a favorite of another consultant we all know, Lisa Roberry. She loves her Peony Petals. And I can understand why now that I've had this clam. I put 2 cubes of this in my bedroom in a 25-watt warmer. Wow. All I can say is it is an authentic, beautiful springtime floral. It's not as heady as like a lush gardenia. It's not as old-fashioned as a lilacs and violets. It is just a medium. You wouldn't want this stronger. It reminds me of Easter. It reminds me of April or May and peony season, where my mom used to have all these peonies in the backyard. And there's a touch of rose in here to keep the peony from being too heady. It's gorgeous. And I don't know that I will club this, but I think this is club worthy. And I think it's very springtime. It is very like festive springtime. Reminds me of Easter when I was a child, where women would still wear the fancy corsages and all that. Really beautiful scent. So I say Peony Petals is one of my favorites of this group. Now, the next one, I have to laugh. I complained about this a bit when I did my first sniffs on Cold Sniff because I've had it before. Red Cedar and Sage has improved for me over the years. I don't know how. I do know that now, compared to a few years ago when we used to have this in the catalog, which has been a long time, this has the sage that I think is really nice. Sometimes sage and I don't get along in the mix of notes, but this is very good with the cedar. It's kind of earthy, a little bit cologne-y, but it's still kind of warm. And this will be fabulous with some of the bars that I picked up over the last year when we had all these things that had like suede and sort of manly scents. This would go with that. So it would go with the Hometown Cowboy, it would go with Under the Oak Tree, it would go with Saddle Up, it would go with Vanilla Suede, any of those, and it would go great with White Amber and Teak. None of those existed except the Vanilla Suede way back in the day when Red Cedar and Sage was available. So all by itself, would I club this bar? Probably not. But in tandem with a lot of those other bars I just mentioned, I'm going to want a few of these to be able to do those pairings that I like where I do alternate warmers. And this is just a nice scent. I used up most of this clam today all in my own house personally to enjoy it, not just to get through it to review it for you guys. And I really found that it had improved. So this was a really happy surprise for me. Medium strong throw, kind of cologne-y, but had some depth from the sage and warmth from the cedar. Very good. And this one is probably going to go in my club. My favorite of this last group of 11 bars is Cranberry Mango. This is so happy, you guys. This is such an unusual fruity scent. They would be great for January. It will be wonderful with mango matcha if they bring that back for the spring-summer catalog. This is so good. So it's got equal parts cranberry and mango, and then it has this little party going on from the spicy pineapple, and it is good. It's happy. I put that in my dining room, and I'm like, that could make a really good January 1st ringing in the new year kind of a smell. I thought it might read super summery, but the cranberry keeps it from being that. I don't really know what season this belongs in. It's just really, really happy. So that is my second set of reviews of the other 11 that are in the total top 25. Now, my favorite bars, if I had to pick like a 6-pack. I love Everything Nice. I love Toasted Apple Butter. I love this Cranberry Mango. Honestly, if I'm going to be kind of variety rather than just all spice and bakery, I really loved the Peony Petals. I definitely like the Toasted Caramel Sugar. I love Frosted Ginger Cookie. I think I might be up to 6 at this point. Those are all ones that I would consider clubbing for sure. And I think that this is a very interesting round to bring back my bars with a lot of variety. And even the Lana Sara, if it was in the right place, and Lavender Vanilla I also like. And maybe even, I don't think I'll club the bananas, but the bananas is a really good banana scent. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, and probably top bar for me personally, where I am definitely going to be keeping it in my club and it'll stay there a long time, is the Everything Nice, because I love that. It's just so good, and the Toasted Apple Butter too. But that is everything that I have experienced. And January 1st of 2024, Bring Back My Bar will open. It will be open the entire month. If they do not sell enough of the bars, sometimes they'll roll it over into February, but do not count on that. If you fall in love with these, please club them or get your stacks. You can even open a party if you want to purchase quite a bit and get your hostess rewards off of that. Anything $200 and more, then it gets you bonuses for party closeout and all that. So again, Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, wrapping up my report on that 2024 January Bring Back My Bar crop. Have a great day, guys. God bless.